What's up, guys? Gomish2044 with a new video. We're going to be starting a new series about Star Wars: The Old Republic. We're going to be starting as a smuggler, and obviously you can see that I have some armor, I have a companion already, and you're not supposed to have those by this game, or part of the game. But just to make sure the beginning goes by pretty quickly, we'll be keeping this, and I think it gives a pretty cool look to my character. And but when we get companions that actually contribute to the story, we will put them on. But so let's do it. We are playing as a male, and we're playing as the green race. I don't remember exactly what the name is, but I think they look cool. And playing human all the time isn't the most fun. I also have not played the smuggler story all the way through. I played it somewhat, but just not all the way through. Um, but we'll find out what happens. I've only played about an hour into the actual story, and that's a terrible landing. I'm hoping I wasn't driving that. We're gonna turn that off, so just in case.
Shooting gallery, Captain. Your ship isn't even scratched. Takes guts landing in the middle of a battlefield. Nice flying.
For this playthrough, I think we're gonna be a good guy. We're gonna be a good smuggler, but we're kind of gonna be kind of like Han Solo, or not really Han Solo. Just gonna be a smuggler that like won't kill if necessary, but if killing's gonna get him an extra bit of credit, I think we're gonna play as that. So, but let's go with.
Why would anyone fight over this dump of a world?
Why does anybody fight over anything? There's money to be made.
Also, I really like this outfit, and I like how in this game
Hey,
masks
stop it.
have
I'm picking up those blasters in your cargo.
do voice
Excuse the rush, but,
modifiers.
need to get out of here quick. This village used to be safe, but the Separatists are taking over. If I were you, I'd hold jets as soon as we're done.
When I first played this and you mentioned Separatist, I was very confused. But I think it's just a very small reference towards the droids.
The sooner this is done, the better.
Sounds like the bombing's getting closer. The Separatists will be right on top of us any minute. Here's your payment for making this run, Captain. As soon as I have those blasters, you'll be free to fly.
Skavik, we've got a big problem. Separatists took over the local air defense cannon.
Oh, slow down, Corso. What are you talking about?
They deployed some kind of remote control stations, hijacked the cannon's targeting computer. Damn Separatists just destroyed an incoming Republic transport.
I'm sure the Republic troops will get everything under control.
They've already got their hands full. Separatist rocket launchers just attacked a Republic walker. Knocked it down hard. With those remote control stations, the Separatists can override the air defense cannon's computer. Turn that firepower against us anytime they want.
That's bad news, Captain. The Separatists will blast you out of the sky even if you think about taking off.
The Separatists have remote control stations all over the area. You'll probably have to hit several before they lose control of that cannon.
If I die, I want to be buried with my ship.
Good luck. Hope we see you again.
Let's move, Corso. We're running out of time.
I've heard the smuggler story actually has a lot of funny dialogue. So that is what I'm hoping for. There's a lot of funny dialogue. I am a subscriber, so I do have a lot of stuff. We have a lot of mail stuff. Just gonna take everything. We'll just unlock the alert. We're not gonna use Shae Vizsla as a smuggler. I just don't think her stuff would fit really well. for this guy, I know like it doesn't introduce him at all, but like he can just be our little buddy until we get fucking the one guy that just came in. Oops. We will try to keep the little droid with us as much as possible. I am going to forget probably a lot, but I would like him to be kind of like a main part of our thing. This is after the newest update, so they did change it so you can be very different classes for the storylines. I am being an operative. I wanted to do some stealth, but I also didn't want to do blaster pistols, I think is the other stealth class. I wanted a rifle, so that's what we're going with. But I did want to do some stealth because I think stealth in this game is pretty fun. Just finishing up the stuff. I do have rocket boost, so that's going to help the speed of us doing this. We're gonna leave the second. We're gonna leave the second combat style. If you don't know, in the newest update, you can actually be two different classes and be very different classes. But you do have to get new gear and get a new weapon if the weapon or the class's weapon is changed. I'm just gonna stick with operative. It's literally just stealth and pretty much trying to kill an enemy as soon as possible, or quickly as possible. Side quests, we'll try to do quite a bit of side quests, but I'm not gonna like go through every single side quest we find. So just keep that in mind.
Stand by a tick. HQ, this is forward recon. Do you copy? HQ. Blast. Thought I had him. You look like you know your way around a blaster. Want to be a hero?
Man, can't believe Nathan Drake's in this freaking video game.
What's a hero make these days?
More than me, citizen. That sounds fair, then listen up. A cracked separatist militia has taken over this village. So we're not talking dumb grunt and farmers. They've got experts in there with serious jamming equipment.
I suggest you start yelling really loud.
Look, I got a job that needs doing, and I need help doing it. My mission is to deliver recon on this village, but I can't report anything through this interference. I need those separatist jammers neutralized. So if you're headed into the village anyway, maybe you can handle it for us. If you waste those separatist jammers, report back here. I'll see if I can requisition some equipment you could use.
Alright, so we're just going to disable some jammers. We're going to change him to damage since I'm not too worried about dying in the early game. I feel like with the new classes, they made a lot of this stuff really easily. And then since the new update, they really brought a lot of people back to play the game. Like right now, there's 63 people on right now, so that's cool. I don't know. Oh, he's got Darth Hexian. That's another companion that you can have. Damn, he beat me to it. But I think it's really nice to have a ton of people back into this game. I heard a lot of people complaining about the UI, and in my opinion, I really like the UI. I don't think it looks bad at all. I actually very much enjoy the new UI. Some of it is kind of annoying because they took certain things out. But one of my favorite things they did was if you have different classes with the class boost, those just stay now. There's no timer on that. It used to be an hour, and then you'd have to press the button, refresh it. And I just thought that was dumb. I was like, oh, come on, man. We don't need to keep pressing this button over and over and over again. We should just have it all the time. And now they finally did it, which is really nice. So yeah, so we're gonna get this last beta or signal jammer beta, and then I think we're gonna go around, finish the little bonus objective, which is just kill some more people. And Gonna use our Vibro Blade. Gotta make sure I use the Vibro Blade. We're already level 2. I think they did something about the levels because I don't remember leveling this fast in the original game. So it's pretty nice. Just stab a bitch. Kill another one. Alright, should be the last group of dudes we do. That was a pretty long knife. Some Call of Duty stuff right there. But yeah, we're just gonna move on to the story now. I have done at 6 of the classes. I'm only missing this one and the bounty hunter classes to finish. I think I wanted to save bounty hunter because I don't know. I really like force users, and force users just spoke to me a lot more. I'll keep talking after this. Blow stuff up.
Captain, you there? It's Corso. We got trouble back at the hangar.
I leave for a few minutes and everything goes nuts.
Hey, this isn't my fault. Separatists are busting into the hangar. We're giving them a warm welcome, but we could use a hand. Skavik, get over here. Help me seal this hangar door. Skavik, what are you...
So it seems like Skavik is either dead or has betrayed us, which I already know since I already played an hour of this story before. It didn't get too far. We pretty much got to the next. I think we got to Coruscant, and I think that was it. I can't remember if it's Coruscant or a different capital world. I think it is Coruscant. Very nice, but yeah, we're just gonna go in, but I don't even remember what I was talking about now. We're just gonna move in. Just. Oh, I was talking about the bounty hunter. So I didn't want to do the bounty hunter one because I like force users, and I don't know. The bounty hunter just didn't seem that cool to me. Smuggler I wanted to save for last because I heard it was really fun and really funny. Oh, we forgot to talk to the guy. Well, we're not leaving the planet, so we'll be fine. But we'll talk to Corso.
Feels like a Gundark used my skull as a drum. Thanks for saving my hide, Captain. Skavik helped those separatists get in here. He stabbed us in the back.
And there goes the Evan Hawk.
That scum stole my shit!
He took all the weapons, too. He and the Separatists must have been planning this all along. Hang on. Where's Torchy? I don't believe this. Skavik stole my blaster.
What's that on your back?
Torchy's a genuine blast tech, all 25 with magnetomic adhesion grip and side-mounted rangefinder. She's too good for Skavik.
Forget your stupid blaster. What about my shit?
He's not getting away with this. Come on. Come on, pick up, blast you.
Oh, what's the matter, Corso? Did I hurt your feelings? Be thankful you're alive, kid.
You realize you're a dead man, right?
Better men than you have tried, so forgive me for not trembling. On behalf of Ord Mantell's glorious freedom fighters, I thank you for your blasters, your ship, and a big laugh. Have a nice day.
I think you're celebrating a little early.
It's no use. He cut the comm channel. He always was good at making an exit. Skavik stole my best blaster, but I guess it's not as bad as losing a whole starship. I feel for you, Captain. Listen, Skavik and I were working for a guy named Vidu. When he finds out Skavik's a separatist, he'll want revenge just like you. Do yourself a favor and go talk to Vidu in Fort Garnick. I guarantee he'll help get your ship back.
So, yeah, got my ship stolen. Kind of sucks, but I think...
I'm never asking you for pointers.
And what's your big plan? Running around in circles yelling Skavik's name? Vido's a smart guy with connections everywhere. If anybody can find your ship, it's him. I have to lock down this hangar, but I'll send Vito a holo and tell him what's up. Fort Garnick isn't far from here. I'll see you and Vito there soon, Captain.
I have to find out what kind of outfit I want to give Corso. I do know he is the companion that you get very quickly. So we already lost our gun, but I think it's because it scales with us. So yeah. But so we're gonna talk to this guy, finish the side quest.
Glad you made it back in one piece. Me and my squad owe you one. Thanks to you, we're cutting through the Separatist interference. Be reporting back to base in no time. Here, a little something from our private stock. Watch your hide out there, hero.
So yeah, just simple little quest. We're not gonna equip that because my outfit is not set like as just cosmetic yet, and so I don't want to like ruin it. I'm not gonna do this side quest. We're just gonna move on. I should have done it. I forgot he was there, but I should have done it when we were in the village because I'm pretty sure it involves the village. So we'll try to do the next side quest, but or maybe we'll just focus on story because we can always go back and do, well, there's a lot of, you know what, I think we'll try to do a couple side quests here and there, but we should do main court story quest and planet quests, and that should be pretty good for a video, is doing planet quest and side quests. Oh, one other thing that I think is a really good change is they kind of took out class trainers, so you no longer have to go to them to get your abilities. You just have to level up, which is kind of cool. The only one you have to get is your speeder piloting, which just lets you get a mount. You do have to go find a trainer for that, but it seems like any trainer works. So just find the closest one, or there's a thing if you have it in your collection is it lets you use a trainer at will. I'm staying on the table because it's the easiest way to get through this guy.
Captain, I'm Vido. Corso told me we've had a rough day. How about a drink to wash away our worries? Here's a toast to my favorite things. The best collection of artworks and exotic beverages in the whole system. And here's to the stupid separatists who destroyed it all. Between them and that backstabber Skavik, I am thoroughly ruined. The blasters Skavik stole in your ship belong to Rogan the Butcher. As employers go, he's not the most forgiving.
Should I be terrified just because he calls himself the Butcher?
He's killed enough people to fill a convoy of bulk freighters, and now we've crossed him. Rogan bought those blasters to protect his business from separatists. When he finds out what's happened, guess who dies first? The only way we're getting out of this alive is finding Skavik, your ship, and those stolen blasters. I've got an idea of where to stand out of the village, but you'll have to earn that free pass by taking out a few separatists to prove your loyalty. You up for that?
Like I said, I'm gonna try to be like a good guy. If it gets us some credits, then yeah, we'll be a little dark, but
I won't shoot anybody unless they attack.
I'll pull together a survival kit. You smuggle it to Reiki, and he'll tell you a way to find Skavik. Reiki's at a hideout in Talaran village. I'll send a message so he knows you're coming.
so now we're level 4, and we got the grenade finally. And we got a new chest piece, which we're not going to equip just yet. So, obviously, see, we leveled up, got a new ability, didn't have to go to a trainer, which is great. I love it. I always dreaded being like getting 3 levels, and then I have to go find a class trainer. It was like, I don't really want to go out of my way to go get more abilities. Sometimes I just stuck with the abilities I had and just waited until I got to the next world, where you were kind of forced to be next to a class trainer. So yeah, we're going to activate this as much as possible so we can actually go pretty fast. Oops, on a little rock. I will be opening the map a lot because I want to see if there's any shortcuts that can get us to the village. I probably should have taken a speeder, but that's alright. We can take in the scenery, like this young, giant mammal. I'm gonna call it a mammal, but yeah, pretty big. And he's a village anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And we're just gonna kill these guys while we're right here. Just gonna walk on through. And we're gonna take the very next left to get into this place, which the guy is in. We will have to kill some of these guys, but it won't be too bad. Grenade out. Just an instant kill. Instant kill. So, I think he's upstairs, if I remember correctly. So, we'll just try to avoid as much people. Like, I want to try to make these videos as short as possible. Oh yeah, I have to kill him. I have to kill guys, but that's alright. We can just kill him up here. There you go. Just killed him. So, I will try to keep these as short as possible. So, avoiding enemies is one of those things. And then doing side quests, because we would have to go find them. Yeah, that would have to try to go out of our way to go do those. So, we're going to just try to make these videos as short as possible. I'd like to go like 30, around 30.
You must be that hotshot freighter Captain Vidu described over the holo. These poor, starving ladies and I are very grateful for the supplies you've brought. If I wasn't so exhausted, I'd throw you a party.
I don't need a party, just information.
Vidu said you're seeking information on a particular separatist named Skavak. The only place to find personnel data like that is at Manet Point. I used to acquire quality goods at a discount on Manet Point. I discovered all manner of shortcuts through the island's warehouses. I kept detailed schematics of every maintenance passage and tunnel there. Unfortunately, I had to abandon those schematics when I fled Manet Point.
Lost schematics aren't exactly helpful, pal.
I never said they were lost. I'm sure they're right where I left them. My schematics are still in my former home. However, I short-circuited the building's door and sealed it shut when I left. The only way to reopen the door is by disrupting Manet Point's power relays. Once you gain entry, you'll find my schematics cleverly disguised as an extraordinarily tedious treatise on birdwatching. Don't worry, I'll teach you the code I use to conceal my schematics. You won't die of boredom reading about rare waterfowl. Now pay attention and listen carefully, because you really don't want to hear this twice. And replace every mention of the Mantellian flutterplume with the number 3. Did you get all that?
That is the most sadistic way to hide information I have ever heard.
Then you clearly haven't lived enough. Once you read my schematics, the way into the Separatist computer station will become clear. Unfortunately, that only solves half your problems. The Separatists encrypt all their files. You'll need special equipment to decipher their data. That's Vidu's area of expertise, not mine. I'll take those supplies now, if you don't mind. These poor ladies could use some cheering up.
It's disgusting how you take advantage of these women.
Don't be so quick to judge. These ladies adore me for a reason. Be a sport and kill some separatists on your way out of here. Goodbye, Captain.
So, I've noticed this when I last played too. So, for some reason, I guess maybe if you start the conversation too early, the ladies don't actually spawn until you get out of the conversation. So when he like looks over at the ladies, it's just the ground, which is, makes it even funnier. But yeah, he's just taking advantage of these people. I think when we get the chance, I think we can stop him. I can't remember. The last time I played this, I was pretty evil. Mainly because I played like 3 Jedis in a row, and I was like, alright, I need something different. So we're just gonna fast travel back because I do not feel like walking there, and I want to try to make these videos as short as possible. So we'll do about one more quest, and then we'll end the episode. I was really hoping by episode 2 that we actually get off the planet by the end of episode 2, so we can just move on to other stuff, and we have Corso with us to add more dialogue. But we'll find out.
You must be the freighter Captain Vidu's expecting. It's a pleasure to meet you in person. I'm Cyrena.
My guy is also probably just going to be an absolute woman's man, so...
What's a knockout like you doing in this dump?
I'm here to enhance the aesthetics of Vidu's surroundings. He enjoys looking at pretty things while he works. I heard about what happened with Skavik. Can't say I'm surprised. I told Vidu not to trust that scoundrel. Vidu's putting on a brave face for me, but I can tell he's terrified. Is it bad? Should I be worried?
Leave everything to me, sweetheart.
It's comforting to know a confident man like you is taking care of things. I feel safer already. I suppose I shouldn't keep you any longer. Vidu might get the wrong idea about us.
If he's gonna suspect anyway.
I can see you're going to be trouble. We'll have to continue this discussion later. Farewell, Captain.
So, I'm pretty sure she betrays you anyway. So, really not gonna end up anywhere with her.
Like already, Captain. Help me and Corso finish this robe of steak. Don't let this fine cut of meat go to waste.
Boss, quit acting like it's your last meal. Rogan the Butcher isn't gonna kill you.
You planning to eat and drink yourself to death, fat man?
I'm being practical. If things don't work out, at least I won't die on an empty stomach. Nice work in Talaran. We're getting somewhere in this hunt for Skavik. Ricky told me he gave you a way into the Separatist hideout. Said something about a secret entrance.
I always wondered how Ricky could steal so much from Manet Point and not get caught.
Getting into Manet Point will be extra tricky. For one thing, you have to swim there.
When the Separatists invaded, they blew up the only bridge leading onto the island. Turned it into their private resort.
You'll be walking into the Ranker's Den, Captain.
So that was my favorite line when I last played, and it's still my favorite line of the entire SWTOR. You're gonna eat and drink yourself to death, fat man. It's like, you're insulting him, and you're like, you're gonna eat and drink yourself to death. And it's the fat man at the end. I don't really care, but...
When I get down there, it'll be a boneyard.
That'll be interesting, since you'll be outnumbered 100 to 1. If you download the Separatist computer files onto this datapad and bring it back here, we'll handle the rest.
I'd rather go with you, Captain. My Virablade's pretty good for chopping Separatists off at the knees. I call it Huey.
Forget about the Separatist, Corso. I want that slicer kit here before the Captain comes back.
I'm on it, boss. Good luck at Manet Point, Captain.
Last thing I need is Corso turning one-man army out there. Kid will just get himself killed for nothing. Separatists wiped out his family a couple of years ago. Corso took it personal.
I bet he cries himself to sleep every night.
I wouldn't say that to his face if I were you. For a light-hearted guy, Corso takes his family very seriously.
Vidu, there's someone named Rogan calling on the Holo. He sounds upset.
Oh, that's all I need. Stall him for me, sweetheart. Remember the plan. Disrupt Manet Point's power relays, get inside Reiki's old home, and use those schematics to enter the Separatist base. When you're in, slice into the Separatist computer and download everything onto my datapad. Good luck.
So yeah, pretty much things are going to shit pretty quickly, but obviously, since it is a story about your character, there's no way things are gonna go completely terrible. Also, spoiler alert, Corso and his damn weapons are one of my least favorite things about him. I don't really like Corso all that much. He's kind of funny sometimes, but he's pretty annoying most of the time. But we're gonna take Speeder over to the village. We'll finish this quest up and then end the video when we get back to this place. Actually, you know what? We'll end the video when we get there, just so we keep it at a solid 30 minutes. I do thank everybody for watching. I'm wanting to keep going through this series. I do love SWTOR. I love the update they did. It's absolutely amazing. I have put quite a bit of time into SWTOR, and it's just really good. And it's I think I recommend it for everybody. It's free, and you get to do the main story and the Shadow of Revan expansions for free without the subscriber thing. And then if you get the subscriber, you got, I think, 4 other expansions to do, and they just released the newest one, so I recommend it for everybody. But once again, thanks guys for watching. Catch you in the next one.